Yo, what's going on, guys? So I am starting a new series called Toxic Talks. I sort of got inspiration from a YouTuber named The Mighty Jingles. Basically, just a weekly sit down and chat. Uh, gonna be very, very minimally, if not edited, like zero. And it's basically just gonna be me talking about, I guess, things that happened in the week, things that I'm excited for, just basically random things that are on my head. For those who don't usually come to stream and don't interact, they're just here to watch the YouTube videos, just to get a little insight into my life, I guess. Allow me to basically sort of have a connection with you guys. And it's basically gonna be I'm thinking about doing it once a week. Basically gonna be like 20 minutes long. And we're just gonna talk about random things. And what better way to start off the new year than have this new I guess series and talk about basically what happened with me last year and catch you guys up. So basically, I'm gonna start off with last year. I just graduated from college last year. Well, technically, what was it? 2023 in December, but I got released out into the world. I knew what I wanted to do, and well, it was streaming and content creation. So that's basically what I did. Uh, there was a lot. There was a lot. So I basically went completely full time starting in January of last year. And I, well, I basically was testing a ton of things throughout the year. I was doing TikTok, I was doing Instagram Reels, there was this one platform basically that was TikTok, but just specifically for gaming. I was doing YouTube long form, testing things out with that, yada, yada, yada. And that was throughout the whole year, but we're gonna go basically month by month. And I I think I was playing War Thunder at the time at the beginning of last year, so I was testing things out, editing myself. It was a good time. And then I think in March I ended up moving out of my family house, and I ended up finally being able to get my own stream room. If any of you were around uh, at the beginning of last year, you guys would know that I was tucked away in basically what was our guest room. It was a tiny little room, and it. How do I say this nicely without hurting my mom's feelings? But it was basically like, think of like a grandmother's room. It had like the grandma curtains, the grandma bed sheet, grandma blanket, all that good stuff. It had like the grandma pictures, all that good stuff. So it wasn't really a stream room. I did try to add my touches to it, but I needed something with my own personal touch, something that was like a blank canvas. So I ended up moving. I now am in the stream room that you guys see, and well, technically content creation room that you see now. I've been able to add my own personal touch, all that good stuff, and it's been an absolute blast. Um, and I started creating content there. I started shifting things around, and then in January, or no, sorry, was it June or July or something? Once Human came out, absolutely blast of a game. Um, right now, we're not currently playing it just because, well, we've basically done everything on that game. We're just waiting for new content, all that good stuff. But that was fun. And then that took us for a few months. And then we started playing Throne and Liberty. And Throne and Liberty has been really, really fun. I'm still enjoying it. We're what are we? Almost 4 months in, and I'm having an absolute blast. But a lot of people are leaving the game, which is unfortunate. But hopefully we see that turn around. But by the end of last year, I came to the conclusion that, well, I just could not be doing short form content like the Instagram reels, TikTok, all that good stuff. Just wasn't going so hot for me. So I ended up like just completely cutting it off. I basically am now only doing long form YouTube like this and streaming, the things that have been working out for me. Just because it's extraordinarily difficult to do everything at once, and also the algorithm for short form content is a little bit tricky. You basically need to post like 5 short forms a day, which I mean in and of itself is not too bad. But if you're streaming 8 hours and you're also making YouTube content for long form, it's a bit of a yikes. So I ended up cutting that out. I also ended up getting an editor who has been an absolute gem for the page. Absolutely great guy. Um, Absolutely love the edits that he makes, and hopefully as we grow, we will be able to do some even crazier edits. But we'll see how that goes. And that's basically my year summed up as it goes for content creation. It was and I guess I would say it was an incredibly enlightening experience for me. Um, Personally, like I had, I guess, higher aspirations for last year, but it's a good thing that it went the way it did because it showed me what I was good at, what I wasn't good at, what I could have worked on better, all that good stuff. It was basically like a learning year for me, and considering that I was just getting out of college, I was just like I literally just graduated, got my degree. All I had known prior to that was pretty much schoolwork. It was very nice for me, and we're going to be using a lot of those insights into this upcoming year. And one of the things of the reasons why I'm actually starting this series, which I absolutely like. I absolutely am gonna love this series so much because I just get to speak my mind without having, sort of a framework for guides and all that stuff. Like I always consider myself a streamer first. I like the interaction with people. Don't get me wrong, I like helping people too, and the way I do that is through, I guess, guides and tips and tricks and all that good stuff. But I think I think it's nicer and a more genuine, I guess, connection to have conversations like this, especially live when I'm streaming. It really does help me out, and I get to hear about your guys' life, um, and be a part of it. I guess it's sort of like an like a Zoom connection, a Zoom friendship, which is, I guess, I mean, it's not like the best, but for what it's worth, I get to reach the entire world. And speaking of which, we met an incredible amount of people all the way from like Germany, Russia, Asia, South America, Canada, literally all around the world. It's been an absolutely amazing experience, and one that we are so happy to continue throughout the next year. Um, and Yeah, I think that basically covers all of last year. Um, Something that I wasn't honestly prepared for, though, that literally just came up today, and I had no intention of talking about it today, but um, it is a little shocker, and I guess a little bit disheartening. But uh, today I found out my dog of like 16 years apparently has complete and total kidney failure. And at least from the blood tests and results that the vet gave my family, uh, how do I say this? Within the next few days, my dog is not going to be with us anymore. So if anybody knows or have seen my dog, this would have been way back. Um, she's a little bit of a demon dog, but she's such a sweetheart. Um, but that's something. that has literally just come up that sort of oh, like I'm trying to be as positive as I possibly can be, even with the videos that I made for this week. I'm trying not to think about it, but literally when I went back home for the holidays, like I knew my dog was sort of sick, but like I didn't know it was like basically where we're at right now. So like I was trying to spend as much time with my dog and you know, try to give her all the love I possibly could. And I didn't realize that more than likely that was going to be the last time I saw my dog. So I'm trying to stay positive. Uh, trying to trying to make sure you guys get the absolute best version of myself as you possibly can. But that is basically what I'm going through right now. And as it goes for the rest of the year, at least in terms of content creation and gaming, I do intend to play Throne and Liberty as long as I possibly can. There's a decent amount of new games that are coming out. I'm still debating if I want to necessarily play them on stream or make content for them on YouTube or whatnot. Uh, I definitely am going to play them off stream. That's not even a question, but I'm still debating. But one of the big ones is Borderlands 4. I'm a huge Borderlands fan. I don't know if you can see in the video that we're watching right now, but I have a giant Borderlands poster right behind my head of Borderlands 3. I absolutely fell in love with it, I think, in Borderlands 2. My cousin actually was the one who introduced me to the series. I didn't like this was when I was really young, but I didn't really pay attention until Borderlands 2, but my cousin played Borderlands 1 and had like a 30-minute like gaming session. I was just like, maybe this game isn't for me, but it ended up becoming such like a staple in my eyes that I am gonna be pretty much playing it throughout the entire series. I didn't end up playing which one was it? Borderlands I think it's Tiny Tina's like Playhouse or whatever you call it. Basically like the secondary like standalone game for Tiny Tina. I didn't end up playing it. Uh but basically every other game in the Borderlands series I've played and I intend on playing it. I'm still waiting on Elder Scrolls 6 to come out, but I have a feeling Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out similar time to GTA 6, if not maybe a bit sooner, maybe a bit later. But that's a game that I'm wanting to play. And depending on if GTA is released this year or next year, I definitely will be playing Elder Scrolls 6. And I think I'll try to make content on Elder Scrolls 6 if it does end up coming out. We'll see how it goes. Like I'm not usually the type of person to make I guess like 3 or 4 5-minute videos. I mean occasionally I make 3 or 4 or 5-minute videos, but I try not to make that the standard just cuz I like making like in-depth guides and all that stuff. But we'll try to play that GTA 6. Speaking of which, I'm not a big Rockstar Online player, but I might end up playing. I don't think I'll make YouTube videos on it, but I will try to at least maybe stream the story version of it. I do like Rockstar Story. I can't say I'm a too big GTA fan. You know, I think it's just over the top. You know, but that's just me. But I probably will end up playing the story and what else? What else? Yeah, and then I think depending on how Microsoft handles their first iteration. I don't know if it's coming out this year. I think they said that it'll be a 2-year cycle now for Call of Duty, but depending on how good Microsoft actually handles Call of Duty and their that situation because Call of Duty's been on the decline since basically Black Ops 3, and anybody who says basically anything different is either delusional or is still looking at Call of Duty with rose tinted glasses, but Call of Duty's basically been on the decline since Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 was basically the zombies is what really held together that game. But we'll see how Microsoft handles it. And that basically goes for that. Um, at least game wise, content creation wise, though, I think everything is going to be the same, pretty much same schedule for what's it called, like streaming, same schedule for YouTube. Might change things around for YouTube though, like I'm still trying to find the schedule for that works best for me and my editor. um but pretty much 2 videos a week in terms of the game that I'm playing, guides and all that good stuff on that, and then now the whole toxic talk. So we'll see how that goes. And I think honestly, regardless of how well this series does, I still think I want to do it just because, you know, I think it's a good thing to have these conversations. And you know, sometimes toxic talks might be 5 minutes if I don't really have anything to talk about. Sometimes it might be 30 minutes. But I'm gonna try to make it as long as possible. Basically, like again, as I said, like the inspiration came from Mingles with Jingles, the from the YouTuber the Mighty Jingles, where he just every week he has like this series where he just talks about things that he's interested in. He talks about like things going on in his life, things going on basically surrounding the video game that he plays, which is War Thunder and World of Tanks and all that good stuff. And I really really do like that idea. But you guys can let me know what you guys think. Again, I think either way, I'm just gonna be doing it anyway. But that's how it goes for that. And yeah, we'll see how this year unfolds. You know, 2025, brand new year, and we're gonna be taking things that we've learned throughout the entire year. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to cover for this video. I think I'm blanking, so I guess that will do it for the first video of Toxic Talks. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys have a topic for me to talk about that's either current gaming news, current toxic news, something like that, something interesting that I may or may not have knowledge on. Um, if you guys know me for stream, I could talk about things for forever. I try not to though. I try not to. I try to keep it as minimal as possible, not to annoy you guys, but we'll see how it goes. But I think other than that, that is about going to cover it. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know if you guys like the series. And yeah, I hope each and every one of you guys has a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, take care, and I'll talk to you guys later.